Match day 25 is just around the corner with a lot of exciting ties to look forward to. I remember just not long ago, Victor was like, oh, we're not yet at match day 10. We can't look at the table. But now we're at match day 25 and a lot has happened and a lot would still happen before the season ends. But anyways, getting straight into the action, let's look at some fixtures happening this weekend and what we expect from those games. Victor, starting with Arsenal. Arsenal have the chance to temporarily extend their lead at the top of the table because they play Sunderland before Liverpool and City play on Sunday. The question is, do you think Arsenal have what it takes to beat Sunderland at the Emirates?
Yes, I think they do. And I believe this one might end up being one of the biggest weekends for the title race this season. Sunderland on the road are not all that, especially against the biggest sides. City are away to Liverpool, as you mentioned, and that's never easy for them. Villa have a pretty tricky away day against Bournemouth. Arsenal will obviously feel this one is must win, and if there are any more dropped points by City and or Villa, it will be a huge weekend for Arteta.
Interesting. Fair point. Anyways, over to you, Max. A big game at the bottom end of the table actually awaits as 16th place lead take on 17th place Nottingham Forest. Looking at both sides and their run of form lately, who do you think is more likely to capitalize on the other?
I'd say most likely Leeds, because if you look at their form, despite games against top 3 teams, they won against Fulham, Palace, Chelsea, West Ham, drawn with United and Liverpool at home. It looks quite promising, especially against a team like Nottingham Forest that been terrible and couldn't even win against Wrexham. So I'd say Leeds is obviously a favorite here, but you never know what to expect from the relegation battles. So.
Yeah, fair point. Back to you, Victor. From being firmly in the title race, there is now a growing fear that Aston Villa must avoid dropping further points, or they could even miss out potentially on a top 4 finish altogether. First off, what are their chances of claiming all 3 points on the road against Bournemouth?
Yeah, not an easy one, this. Bournemouth's last 2 home games were wins against Spurs and Liverpool. And okay, Villa they're good away from home. 8 wins in the last 10 trips. They only lost to Arsenal, but that was very damaging in itself. I can see a win for Villa here, maybe even by 2 goals, but I would not be shocked by a draw.
Interesting. Back to you, Max. Another big game in the Premier League also awaits as 18th place West Ham takes on 19th place Burnley. Such a very big weekend, actually, like Victor mentioned. In your opinion, Max, who is more likely to win this game?
Actually, I've been listening to you guys discussing this game, and I felt like you've been leaning towards West Ham, but I kind of disagree with you, because I've seen some promise in Burnley's last home games. For example, they drawn with United and Spurs, which West Ham was nowhere near to that result, and they've been quite terrible on the road. The only game they won it was Spurs, but it's Spurs. You never know which Spurs are facing you. So I'd probably say that I, for some reason, pretty sure that Burnley is not losing and probably even winning here.
Okay, we'll wait and see how that one goes. I mean, it promises to be a big weekend, a defining weekend at both ends of the table. And of course, that would leave us with a lot of talking points after the action. But we still got more Premier League games to discuss.